Did you know that saying 3 simple words every night could completely transform your life? These words have been linked to mental clarity, emotional healing, and even attracting success, but few people know about them. What you say to yourself before bed doesn't just fade away overnight. It echoes in your mind, shaping your thoughts and feelings the next day. Your final thoughts before sleep are like seeds planted deep in your subconscious. What kind of seeds are you planting every night? Words carry incredible power. They can uplift, motivate, and inspire, or they can drain, hurt, and destroy. Yet, most people underestimate the impact their thoughts and words have on their lives. Every word you speak or think has the potential to influence your emotions, behaviors, and relationships. It's not just the big, dramatic phrases that leave a mark. Even the small, quiet thoughts in the back of your mind shape how you perceive the world around you. Throughout history, leaders, thinkers, and philosophers have emphasized the importance of words. The famous quote, "Watch your thoughts, for they become words. Watch your words, for they become actions," embodies this principle. Words aren't just tools of communication. They shape our internal reality. Words fuel our self-beliefs, reinforce our limitations, or push us beyond them. Imagine someone who has been told repeatedly, "You'll never amount to anything." Over time, those words become their reality. Conversely, when someone hears, "You're capable of great things," they are more likely to rise to the occasion. Modern psychology and neuroscience have repeatedly proven this idea. Studies show that people who regularly use positive affirmations experience improved mental health, stronger focus, and greater self-esteem. Words literally reshape the brain by strengthening neural connections associated with positive thoughts. But here's the key. It's not just about what you say. It's also about when you say it. Your mind enters a unique, suggestible state right before sleep. It's called the hypnagogic state, where the boundary between your conscious and subconscious mind blurs. In this state, your brain absorbs information much more effectively than it does during the day. This is why the thoughts you focus on before bed often carry over into your dreams and your waking mind the next morning. Think of this moment as a gateway to your subconscious. When you drift off with thoughts of anger, fear, or self-doubt, your subconscious works on those thoughts overnight, embedding them deeper. On the other hand, repeating empowering phrases such as, "I am healing," "I forgive myself," or "I am worthy," can trigger a cascade of positive mental and emotional changes. High performers, athletes, and spiritual leaders have long used this window of opportunity to plant empowering beliefs that drive their success. Many of these individuals have nightly rituals that involve affirmations, visualization, or reflection on their achievements. Think of Oprah Winfrey, who has often spoken about her bedtime gratitude practice. She reflects on things she's grateful for each night, embedding positivity in her subconscious mind. Similarly, professional athletes use visualization techniques before bed to mentally rehearse their goals and successes. They understand that those final moments before sleep are sacred and powerful. This isn't just limited to celebrities or high achievers. You have the same opportunity to influence your mind. Imagine what could happen if, instead of replaying your worries, you programmed your mind to focus on healing and success every single night. The results could be life-changing. Think of your mind as a sponge, constantly absorbing information and emotions throughout the day. Some of these thoughts are useful. They help you solve problems, learn new things, and grow. But many thoughts are harmful, lingering in your mind like emotional toxins. When you sleep, your brain doesn't simply shut off. It processes and organizes everything you've absorbed. It decides which memories to strengthen and which ones to discard. Researchers in neuroscience have discovered something fascinating. Your thoughts before bed are disproportionately influential. Studies have shown that people who go to sleep filled with negative emotions, such as regret, anger, or fear, often wake up feeling anxious or restless. Their brains spend the night amplifying those negative thoughts, essentially rehearsing them. Let's break down how this works. During sleep, your brain cycles through several stages, including deep sleep and REM sleep. REM sleep plays a crucial role in emotional processing. This is when your brain revisits experiences from the day, making connections, solving problems, and reframing events. If your mind is filled with unresolved emotional pain before sleep, those emotions can become magnified, creating a feedback loop of negativity. Over time, this can lead to chronic stress, insomnia, and emotional instability. However, you can interrupt this cycle by intentionally shifting your thoughts before sleep. Positive bedtime rituals, like saying affirmations, practicing gratitude, or forgiving yourself, prime your brain to focus on growth and healing. In one study, participants who practiced nightly gratitude exercises reported better sleep quality, fewer symptoms of depression, and greater overall well-being compared to those who focused on their worries. This is why your nightly thoughts matter. You have a choice. You can either reinforce the negative or plant seeds of positivity and forgiveness. The latter not only improves your emotional state, but also enhances your resilience to stress. Reflect on your own bedtime habits. Do you replay stressful conversations? Do you worry about the future or criticize yourself for past mistakes? If so, consider how that might be affecting your sleep and mental health. Imagine the difference it would make if you replaced those thoughts with words of peace and self-compassion. This simple shift could transform your nights and your days. You're probably curious about these words by now, but before I reveal them, let's explore why they're so effective. Think about the emotional baggage you carry. Maybe you've been holding on to anger towards someone who wronged you. Maybe you regret decisions you made in the past and can't seem to forgive yourself. Or perhaps you constantly compare yourself to others, feeling like you're never good enough. These emotions don't just sit quietly in the background. They influence your thoughts, behaviors, and even your physical health. Resentment, guilt, and self-criticism create mental blocks that prevent you from moving forward. The longer you hold on to them, the more they weigh you down, affecting your relationships, career, and overall happiness. Psychologists call this rumination, the tendency to repeatedly think about distressing experiences or emotions. Rumination can be incredibly damaging, leading to heightened stress, anxiety, and even physical illness. When you replay painful events over and over, your brain becomes stuck in a loop of negativity. The words you're about to discover are designed to break this cycle. They help you let go of the emotional burdens that have been holding you back. When used consistently, they act as a reset button for your mind, allowing you to start each day with a fresh perspective. Countless individuals have experienced profound transformations through this practice. Take the story of a man named Mark, who was consumed by regret after a failed business venture. Every night, he replayed the mistakes he made, unable to move forward. It wasn't until he began using these 3 words that he found peace. Within weeks, he noticed a shift in his mindset. He stopped blaming himself and started seeing new opportunities. This isn't an isolated case. The power of these words lies in their ability to reframe your internal dialogue, turning self-criticism into self-compassion and resentment into release. Now, let's reveal what these words are. So, here they are, the 3 powerful words that can change your life. I forgive you. At first,
You might wonder how such a simple phrase could make a difference. But forgiveness is one of the most misunderstood yet transformative practices. Many people associate forgiveness with weakness or believe it's about excusing bad behavior. In reality, forgiveness is about reclaiming your peace of mind. It's a way to let go of the mental and emotional chains that keep you stuck in the past. When you say, "I forgive you" at night, you're not just talking to others, you're also speaking to yourself. You're acknowledging that you don't have to be perfect and that it's okay to release guilt and self-blame. Forgiving yourself is often the hardest part, but it's also the most liberating. Think of someone who has hurt you in the past. You might still carry resentment toward that person, replaying what they did and how it affected you. But holding on to that resentment doesn't punish them. It punishes you. It keeps the pain alive, allowing it to influence your thoughts, feelings, and decisions. Forgiveness interrupts this cycle. Forgiveness works on multiple levels: emotional, psychological, and even physical. When you hold on to anger, resentment, or regret, your body remains in a state of heightened stress. This stress response triggers your fight or flight mechanism, causing your system to be flooded with stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. In the short term, this can help you stay alert and react quickly to danger. But when this state becomes chronic, it can lead to severe health problems. Studies show that people who harbor long-term anger or resentment are more likely to suffer from anxiety, depression, high blood pressure, and even heart disease. The constant activation of the stress response weakens your immune system, disrupts sleep patterns, and affects your brain's ability to focus and make decisions. This is why individuals who live with unresolved emotional pain often feel physically and mentally exhausted. Forgiveness interrupts this harmful cycle by calming the nervous system. When you forgive, your brain shifts from a state of hypervigilance and tension to one of relaxation and healing. Psychologists describe this shift as a transition from the sympathetic nervous system, responsible for fight or flight, to the parasympathetic nervous system, which promotes rest, recovery, and regeneration. But how does forgiveness achieve this? It starts with letting go of the need to relive and replay the pain. When you say, "I forgive you," you give yourself permission to stop carrying the emotional burden. You may not forget what happened, and you certainly don't have to condone harmful actions, but you do release the control those experiences have over you. It's like laying down a heavy backpack you've been carrying for years. The relief is almost immediate. One famous study conducted by Dr. Frederick Luskin at Stanford University found that participants who practiced forgiveness experienced significant improvements in both mental and physical health. They reported reduced levels of stress, anger, and depression, as well as better sleep and higher overall life satisfaction. The act of forgiveness helped them break free from the cycle of rumination and emotional pain. It's important to note that forgiveness isn't always directed outward. In many cases, the person you most need to forgive is yourself. Self-forgiveness involves acknowledging your mistakes, accepting that you are human, and choosing to move forward without the weight of self-blame. People who struggle with self-forgiveness often fall into patterns of perfectionism, believing that they must be flawless to deserve happiness. This mindset creates immense internal pressure, leading to chronic dissatisfaction and low self-worth. Saying, "I forgive you" to yourself can be a profoundly liberating experience. It's a reminder that your past does not define you, and that you are capable of growth and change. Over time, This practice rewires your brain to approach challenges with self-compassion rather than self-criticism. Forgiveness also transforms your relationships. When you let go of grudges, you become more empathetic and understanding, allowing you to connect with others on a deeper level. You stop projecting your unresolved pain onto those around you, which leads to healthier communication and stronger bonds. People who practice forgiveness consistently are often described as more peaceful, approachable, and emotionally balanced. But forgiveness isn't always easy. It's a journey that requires patience and self-awareness. You may need to confront painful memories, challenge deeply ingrained beliefs, and navigate conflicting emotions. However, the rewards are worth the effort. Forgiveness frees you from the mental prison of resentment, giving you the space to heal, grow, and thrive. Now, you might be wondering how to turn this concept into a practical habit. Let's explore that in the next section. Now that you understand the power of forgiveness, let's talk about how to integrate it into your nightly routine. Forgiveness isn't something that happens automatically. It requires conscious effort and repetition, especially if you've been holding on to emotional pain for a long time. Fortunately, you can cultivate this habit with a few simple steps. First, create a calm, quiet space before bed. Turn off distractions like your phone, computer, or television. This allows your mind to shift from the stimulation of daily life to a more reflective, introspective state. You might want to dim the lights, light a candle, or play soft, calming music to set the mood. Creating a peaceful environment signals to your brain that it's time to unwind and focus inward. Next, take a few deep breaths. Inhale slowly through your nose. Hold the breath for a moment and exhale through your mouth. Deep breathing activates your parasympathetic nervous system, helping to lower your heart rate and reduce tension. As you breathe, allow yourself to become fully present in the moment. Let go of any thoughts about what you need to do tomorrow or what happened earlier in the day. Once you feel centered, reflect on your day. Ask yourself, were there any moments that caused me stress, frustration, or pain? Did someone hurt me or disappoint me today? Am I holding on to any regrets about my own actions? You may notice a wide range of emotions surfacing during this reflection. Don't try to suppress or judge them. Instead, acknowledge them with compassion. For example, if you feel anger toward a coworker who insulted you, allow yourself to feel that anger without attaching to it. Recognize that it's a natural response, but that it doesn't have to define your experience. Now, silently or out loud, say the words, "I forgive you." If someone else hurt you, direct the phrase toward them. If you're upset with yourself, say it to yourself. You don't have to force yourself to feel forgiveness right away. The goal is not to eliminate all negative emotions in an instant. Rather, it's to plant the seed of forgiveness and give yourself permission to let go, even if it takes time. As you say these words, visualize the emotional burden lifting from your shoulders. Imagine a sense of lightness spreading through your body, as if you are releasing years of tension and pain. You might picture the person you are forgiving fading into the distance or dissolving into light. Visualization can enhance the emotional impact of this practice, making it more tangible and meaningful. To reinforce this habit, consider keeping a forgiveness journal by your bedside. Each night, write down one person or situation you are choosing to forgive. Reflect on how it makes you feel and what changes you notice over time. Journaling can help you track your progress and deepen your understanding of the forgiveness process. Over the weeks and months, you may begin to notice subtle but powerful shifts in your life. You might find that you sleep more peacefully, waking up feeling refreshed and hopeful. Situations that once triggered intense emotional reactions may no longer affect you as deeply. Your relationships may improve as you become more compassionate and open-hearted. Remember, forgiveness is not a one-time event. It's an ongoing journey. There will be days when it feels easy and days when it feels almost impossible. On those difficult days, remind yourself why you started. Forgiveness is a gift you give to yourself, a tool for reclaiming your peace and joy. Every time you practice it, you strengthen your emotional resilience and expand your capacity for happiness. So tonight, as you lie in bed, take a few moments to reflect, release, and say those 3 powerful words. I forgive you. You might be surprised by the transformation that unfolds. Your last thoughts at night hold the power to change your mindset, relationships, and future. Saying I forgive you isn't just a phrase. It's a gift to yourself. Forgiveness clears away the mental fog that prevents you from living fully. It releases the emotional weight you've been carrying, giving you the clarity and peace to move forward with strength and confidence. So tonight, as you lie in bed, take a few moments to reflect, release, and say those 3 powerful words. I forgive you. You might be surprised by the transformation that unfolds. What would change in your life if you let go of your pain, one night at a time? Try it tonight and see what happens. If you found this video valuable, don't forget to click the like button and subscribe for more life-changing content like this. And if you have thoughts or questions, drop them in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you.